We're back now at 7:42, and this morning on Secret Filth Exposed, we're talking about rental cars. NBC's Jeff Rawson is here with what turned out to be the dirty details. Jeff?
Yeah, hey, Matt. You know, when you travel, I know when I travel, we think about germs in the airplane. We think about it in our hotel rooms and on the bed sheets, too. But let's not forget about the dirty rental cars that you just mentioned. I mean, think about it. Hundreds of people use the same rental car every single year, and the bacteria we found inside could leave your family exposed.
Welcome to my
We launched our investigation here in Miami, a vacation hotspot for families and co-eds, and one of the busiest rental car markets in the country. At Miami International, we rented vehicles from 6 of the top rental companies, everything from sedans to minivans to SUVs. When you rent cars, do you think to yourself, is there bacteria in here?
I never thought about it.
Cars should be very clean, especially with all the money you're paying for them.
But are they? To find out, we broke out the rubber gloves and drove our cars to a certified lab where a team of microbiologists swooped in, swabbing every surface from the steering wheel to the gear shift, radio knobs, climate controls, window switches, door handles, floor mats, navigation system, even the child safety seats we rented. Each sample was bagged and tested for dangerous bacteria.
The results that we saw were shocking.
Lab director Peter Kamik says he couldn't believe what we found. Obvious filth like leftover food in the cup holders, sticky residues on the dash, and in this minivan, actual vomit on the floor.
That's not acceptable. There's no circumstances that a car should go out with this type of residue in it.
Even more alarming are the germs you can't see. While 2 cars tested clean, 4 of our 6 came back with sky-high counts of bacteria. The dirtiest spots, the steering wheel, door handles, window switches, and the gear shift. Kamik says this bacteria is also a marker for stomach and flu viruses.
As a result, you could be exposing yourself and not realizing it.
And it gets worse. Our lab found this minivan and SUV teeming with another germ, beta hemolytic streptococcus, the bacteria that causes strep throat. We found it on the steering wheels, door handles, and all over the child safety seats.
The baby can touch a surface and then put his or her hands in her mouth and could become sick.
He says some of our cars were so contaminated they had as much bacteria as a public restroom.
Oh, disgusting.
You got that right.
That sincerely, it grosses me out. It makes me not want to rent a car anymore.
It's not just our study. It appears rental cars are dirtier these days. According to a new survey by J.D. Power, customer satisfaction is at a 3-year low. Insiders tell us in this bad economy, companies are slashing costs by downsizing the cleaning staff, rushing cars back out for rent before they're sanitized.
It's like a factory. They just want to get them in and get them out. And they'll take the complaints as they come.
Bob Minelli ran a rental car franchise for 10 years and wrote a book about the secrets companies don't want you to know.
When I return my rental car, I'm assuming somebody from the company looks at it before it goes out again. Is that happening?
Not all the time. Sometimes they'll look in the window and they'll peek here and there and they'll see it. It generally looks decent so they can get it back on the line. A good cleaning, maybe 3 out of 10 cars get that.
So 70% of them are going out dirty.
In my opinion, that's what I've seen, yes.
While we found most cleaning operations were bustling, don't be fooled by a quick vacuum job. In our test, some of the cleanest looking cars were the most infested with germs.
This is a potential health problem. This could make us ill. So I think it's renter beware.
The American Rental Car Association would not comment on our findings, but told us for the rental companies, cleanliness is a top priority. The experts say all you can basically do is use these handy wipes, wipe down the steering wheel, wipe down all the buttons, the places that people mostly touch. And Matt, if you see your car is dirty, don't be embarrassed to walk up to the counter and try to get a new one. They want to know about it.
Is there a law about this? Anybody govern this sort of thing?
Believe it or not, no laws, no agencies oversee it, just the rental car companies themselves. So it's really up to you and me to figure out if our car is dirty or not.
All right, Jeff Rawson. Jeff, thanks very much.
Sure.
You might want to get that overcoat dry cleaned.
Yeah, just
now.
taking it off already.